What have I been playing? What have I been watching? What have I been reading? Let's go! Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to this week's What Have I Been Playing? What have I been watching? What have I been reading? I know you're all dying to find out. It's the highlight of everybody's week and the whole of YouTube. I know. You can relax. Here's the video. Okay, so what have I been playing? Not as much as the week before because I've been back in work. Update on work. I wasn't going to go back, was I? I was literally 50-50. But I'm so glad I went back. We had a great week. Things are back to normal. There. Okay, enough about that. Also, Rossi might come in, but we did 8 kilometers today, running. I picture myself as a bit of a Batman runner for 8 kilometers. Probably don't look like that, but yeah, we did 8 kilometers, so he might come in, he might not, but he's very, very tired downstairs. So, last Sunday, let's rewind. I finally got round to playing Tales of Arise. I'm really enjoying it, I gotta be honest. I played it Sunday night and 1 or 2 nights in the week, and from what I can tell, there's 5 like worlds or parts of this world. I don't want to go into the story too much and spoil it for you, but there's like 5 overlords by the looks of it, from what I can gather. And we've done the first one. Everything's like barren, kind of like the Grand Canyon kind of looking place, I want to say. And then we've just gone through like these dungeons, tunnel kind of vibe, kind of place, and we've come out and it's snow. So I've just started the snow world, and yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Quite interesting characters I seem to be meeting along the way. Yeah, this has got potential, definitely got potential. I am going to do a pickups video as well. So this will feature in my pickups video. Normally I do a pickups video after every time I've gone, but I've been little and often. I've been picking little things up along the way. So I'm going to do a video maybe later today. I might go live later today. Who knows? So yeah, so this might appear in that, okay? So Monday, what do we play on Mondays in this channel? Mortal Mondays. It was back. So we played some Mortal Kombat 1. I think we only did, I always say I'm going to do an hour, and it's at least an hour and a half. Sometimes I go, I think once I thought I'll do an hour. We were nearly 3 hours. So the thing with fighting games with me, time just flies by when I'm playing these games. So we continued with Invasions Season 4 we're on now, aren't we? And it's Melina's overworld kind of thing. But I've maxed out Melina. She's level 35 now. So I'm toying with a new main. And I've maxed out Sector, who's my cameo main. So we're toying with a new main there. I think I'm really digging, as a cameo main, Chameleon. She's really cool, very interesting, because she's constantly changing colour or changing character kind of thing. So that's really cool. I like that element. And I'm not sure, none of the characters are as fun, in my opinion, as Melina. She's by far my favourite character in this game. So we're toying with Liu Kang, toying with Katana. I don't know who my main's going to be in this, but I tried leveling up Liu Kang. But then I went back to Melina, and she's just so much more fun. But I love leveling up. I love the RPG element in a fighting game, you know. It's the perfect combination as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, we played a little bit of that, and we had a ton of fun. So thanks for stopping on by, anyone that joined me. Friday, I didn't go live. I was exhausted. I'm not going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I'm absolutely exhausted because these early mornings are catching up with me. So My mum's been ill. I don't want to go into too much, but she's better now, a lot better now. And happy Mother's Day, Mother, and all the mothers out there. This has been filmed on Mother's Day. Continue being a mother. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Or a good mother, rather. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, so Friday I was taking the dogs, her dog for a walk as well, and they're hard work. When you've got two fully energetic, excited border collies, going uphill's great. They literally pull you up the hill, but they're hard work, really hard work. It's not their fault. So I was exhausted. So I didn't score live, but I got this in my hand because this is the game, one of my other favourite games. Could be contender game of the year as well. Granblue Fantasy Rising. Granblue Fantasy versus Rising, isn't it? It's not Relink, I think it's Rising. There's a sequel to this, but it's only on digital. That's why I've got this in my hand, okay? And I'm absolutely loving Tubi. She's an extra DLC character. I think the day she dropped was the day I picked the game up. That's the main reason. I'm going to get her up to level 500. I'm going to do it, okay? I think the first time I was live streaming this game, we got up to level 12 and it was a grind. It really was a grind. I think that was 2 streams. So I went from 0 to 6, then 6 to 12. Now I'm level in the early 20s, okay? So I am playing it offline as well as, not off stream rather. But I'm also toying with the other characters. And there is a character, I will show you, I'll talk about it, but technically you can argue there's a Welsh fighting game character. Granblue done it. The first ever Welsh fighting game character, okay? So next time I live stream this, remind me and I'll show you the Welsh fighting game character. She's really good fun as well. So excellent, outstanding game that is. And last night, so we went game hunting yesterday. Again, I'll do this in my pickups video, so this will appear again. It's Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I've got a feeling first-person shooters are coming back. Not love-hate relationship. There was a time, early Xbox days, Halo 2, they were by far my favourite games, more than fighting games, okay? Fighting games have always kind of been there in the background, but now they're my favourite. They're by far the best value for money games money can buy. But going back to the first-person shooters, I played last week Call of Duty, is it Advanced Warfare, I think it's called. There's so many different ones out there. I really do appreciate a good story mode, and I'm thoroughly enjoyed this. It's the second time I've played it, but it crashed on me on my PlayStation 4, so I've bought it yesterday, and I thought, give it another go. It's so complicated to install this bloody game though. I miss the days, or normally just put a disc in, and the PlayStation does the rest. It's very complicated. I found it complicated anyway. I had to actually look up a tutorial on how to install campaign mode. Yes, I'm a boomer. Yes, I'm old as fuck. Yeah, what I played last night, I really enjoyed it. And I don't know what time I started. I think I'm almost played all the way through. I think I'm further than where it crashed the first time. It did actually crash on me once. It booted me out and it says, do you want to send an error report? Loaded a backup and I haven't had any trouble since. Really good story on it. Visually, it's the best first-person shooter I've ever seen. Yeah, so I think it was £6 or $5.99 in Cash Generator yesterday in Carmarthen. Shout out Cash Generator in Carmarthen. We'll talk about that more on my pickups video. Okay, so yeah, I had a ton of fun with that last night. So that's what I've played in the last week, okay? Normally I've got my phone on me, but I've upgraded my phone, so we're filming on my phone. So that's what I've been playing. What have I been watching? I don't think we've watched a movie at all, other than I'm always watching Shin Godzilla, I'm always watching Star Wars. I watch them, like my routine is I read before bed. When I'm in bed, I'll watch one YouTube video, like a 10-15 minute video, then I put a movie on, and that's enough that's my relaxation process, okay? So I normally watch Shin Godzilla or Star Wars in my relaxing, or maybe an Aliens movie. For some reason, they relax me, okay? So I haven't got anything of note movie-wise to talk about. YouTube, I'm always watching an absolute ton of YouTube. This week's channel of the week, I got my pen and paper here, is 8-Bit Boy UK, alright? A channel that seems to have been going for quite a long time, but I've only stumbled across it because he did a podcast with... Sorry, I had a delivery. Oh, there's so many deliveries. I've had some good stuff delivered as well. So stay tuned for my latest pickups video. I've actually got, spoiler, my number one holy grail, probably of all time. Definitely on the PlayStation 2. It's a game I never thought I'd be able to afford. But if you play the waiting game, you can get it, okay? So I'm excited to show you what that is. Sorry, my dog was barking. Right, so where were we? I stumbled across 8-Bit Boy UK. I have seen his videos before, but he did a podcast with Retro Rewind, okay? A big fan of Retro Rewind. I'm a big fan of the Sega Master System. You can just about see my collection. I've got like, I don't know how many. I got like 2 shelves of Master System games. It's always the one I look for when I go game hunting. But Retro Rewind, he's got a full UK Master System collection. And 8-Bit Boy UK was kind of like interviewing him and having a chat, like what got you into gaming, why the Sega Master System. And I really enjoyed, like a podcast, chill out kind of style video. So then I started watching 8-Bit Boy UK's videos. And of course, he's a passionate Master System collector as well. He collects other games as well, but primarily focuses on the Sega Master System, okay? And he's got all 200, it's 269, isn't it? 269 full UK set, okay? So I'm very jealous, okay? But the video, any of his videos are really good, okay? But it's his latest video, Golden Pickups, Sega Mark III, Mega Drive, and Collection Update, okay? And the first thing you notice when he starts recording is the background is, I think it's just one picture up. I think he's going using his games room for... it's going to be made into a bedroom for a baby, I believe. So I feel the pain there, like, but it's got to be done, isn't it? He's not selling his collection or anything like that. I think he's got to put it into storage for now, kind of thing. But he's definitely a hardcore Master System collector. But he's also doing, is it the Mark III? The Japanese Master System, or Sega Mark III games. And boy, oh boy, did they have miles better covers. The artwork is excellent on those games compared to what we had. They're laughable, aren't they, some of the Sega Master System covers. Like if I was to do top 3 Thursday on my worst artwork covers in my entire collection, I'm pretty confident all 3 would be from the Sega Master System. Yes, so the channel is 8-Bit Boy UK, and the video is Golden Pickups, Sega Mark III, Mega Drive, and Collection Update. A lot of people, if you're watching my content here in the UK, you're probably aware of this channel as well, okay? But if you're not, if you've never heard of it, 8-Bit Boy UK, definitely go over there and consider subscribing to his channel. So that's what I've been watching. What have I been reading? So again, kind of a spoiler for my pickups. I've ordered volume 5 of Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games. Okay, it's my guilty pleasure. I've actually read these volumes. This is the 3rd time reading through them. But the problem I've got is, because I'm always reading new books all the time, novels, manga, anything like that, okay? I forget a lot of the stuff. And there's quite a long gap between volumes. So volume 5 has just come out. I've just bought volume 5, and volume 6 is launched. It's either just come out or it's coming out this week, or any day it's coming out, okay? So I'm going to get into that. So I started reading volume 5, and I was like, I don't really remember. I know they're in a like an Evo fighting game tournament. So I thought, right, rather than spoil it, just go back. And I've read 2.5 volumes in the last week, okay? If you don't know what this is, if you're half a fighting game fan, and if you're a fan of manga, definitely worth checking out. Don't be off-put. It looks a bit girly, I suppose, looking at the cover. But it's so funny. But basically, it's... without spoiling it too much. It's hard to talk about something without spoiling it too much, isn't it? It's basically a young ladies boarding school in Japan. We have strict rules. It's really hard to get into this school. You've either got to have a lot of money, or you've got to have really good grades and have like a grant or a scholarship, I think it's called, to get in there. One of many things that's banned is video games. They're allowed laptops for studying, but they're not allowed to play video games. And I don't know who the main character is in it, because they seem to be adding new characters all the time. But there's 4 main ones, I suppose, in this school. But it starts off, this character here, she's like the most popular, she has the best grades, she's the most attractive, and all the other girls are like nervous around her. She's like Miss Perfect walking around. And this other girl, so she comes from the wealthy family, and there's this other girl then who's had to give up a lot of things and study really hard to get the grant. So she's on like a scholarship scheme kind of thing. So it's very important to her not to get kicked out of this school. And one evening, she's in this part of the school where it's very quiet. I don't know she can't remember why she's there. And she hears something. She goes, oh, what's that noise? And she opens this door, and this girl's in there playing fighting games. So she's got her fight stick, okay? I love the fact as well that that's the popular girl, and that's the one that tries really hard to get in there. I love that's the Mad Catz tee too, isn't it? We actually saw that colour one, the Ryu one, yesterday in CEX in Carmarthen. Shout out CEX in Carmarthen. So basically, it's this volume then is them bonding over fighting games and stuff like that, okay? And then so it's kind of it's not allowed in this school. They'll get kicked out if they caught playing games, okay? So then volume 2, there's 2 older, I don't know what they're called in Japan, but over here we call them prefects. They're basically like, they monitor the halls and make sure that all the kids are in, the younger classes are in bed when they should be, and stuff like that. They're not teachers, but they've got like certain powers and stuff like that. And one of the advantages is they get a room to themselves. They haven't got to share rooms. So of course, they've got to find a hiding place, these 2 girls, to play video games, because they share in rooms. They're not roommates kind of thing. So they can't suddenly start playing video games in case someone grasses them up kind of thing. So there's these 2 prefects in this volume, okay? And they're in the hiding place, and they get caught basically. This prefect opens the door, and she's like, and they're like half hiding. One of their fight sticks is like just the corner is sticking out of the bag, and she goes, I've caught you, you're playing fighting games. And they're like, oh my god, I'm really sorry. Like, one doesn't care so much, but one's like, oh, we're gonna get kicked out, and that's the end of my life and stuff like that. My life's ruined. And then one of them goes, hang on, how do you know we're playing fighting games? You only saw the corner. Like, I would recognise a fight stick. Any fighting game fans out there, you'd recognise a fight stick just by looking at the corner. If you're not a gamer, you wouldn't have a clue what it was. And because she called it a fight stick, she goes, you play fighting games too, kind of thing. So it's without again going into it too much. Maybe I've gone into it too much. The secret club they've got of 2 becomes 4, because it turns out both of these prefects are into fighting games as well. But like I said earlier, they got a room each, so that's their new hideout. Every night then they go there in one of their rooms to play fighting games all night, and I really am enjoying it. Okay, then the third one is them at this tournament and stuff, and they're introducing another character as well and stuff. Yeah, so I do recommend. They're my guilty pleasure. You know, you might laugh if you look at the covers and think, what the hell is that all about? But nah, trust me, don't sleep on them, you know, they're really, really, really good fun. So, that's what I've been playing, what I've been watching, what I've been reading. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands half the time, you know. Yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments. What's your plans for the day? Mother's Day? Let me know in the comments as well. Yeah, thanks for watching. Love you, bye.